Hi everybody, welcome to our van. Maggie wanted to give you a little bit of a tour today and just show you the ins and outs of our van. So this is Maggie. First thing you see here is our kitchen area. We have an awesome 2-burner stove, runs off of propane, gives us a great view of whatever we're looking at, so it's really nice to cook here. We also have chose to extend our countertop, so we used our butcher block and just cut a piece and made a little bit of extra to extend our counter. It's been super helpful in cooking and prepping and just kind of everyday van life to have the extension. So we thought about not doing this, but we're really glad that we did. So as soon as you enter the van, kind of the first thing that you see is our wardrobe closet, which I'll give you a peek. Lots of jackets and also lots of storage in here. So we are really happy with this. Again, we weren't sure if this was something we wanted to do, but we've been really happy with the space. And then underneath that, we have our Nature's Head toilet. So we pull this out to use it, our little toilet paper roll and our little bathroom accessories in there. And then if you open both doors here, you pull out the toilet, you get a little bit of privacy for whoever might be in the back. Okay. If you want to come on in. Okay, now we're inside, so I want to show you the rest of our kitchen. I already talked about the stove and the countertop extension. So we also have a full sink here. You might not be able to see it, but it's pretty deep. We can fit a lot of dishes in here, and we also have an extra dish tub that we've been using to do dishes, and it's been really great. And then we have this little cutting board insert that helps create kind of a more solid countertop space when we're not using the sink. We have running water. We have switches here for, this is the switch for our water pump. And then we also have a timer switch for our propane, which turns on a solenoid that runs the propane tank. And so it's a great safety mechanism. If for some reason you forgot to turn this off, it'll turn itself off eventually, and then you don't have propane running through the lines. What else do we have in our kitchen? We have a NovaCool fridge. I believe it's 3 cubic feet. And so I'll just show you guys. It's pretty packed right now, but we've been really happy with what it's able to hold. We even have some extras in there, like some bubble water and regular water that's cooling down. Elsewhere in the kitchen, we have our under sink area, just holds our gray water tank and a bunch of cleaning supplies and our trash can. It's a great little storage space. And then you don't have to necessarily see everything in every one of these drawers, but basically this is all of our kitchen storage. I thought it wasn't going to be enough, but it's actually been great. So it's packed in there, but it works really well. Okay, so a couple more items of our kitchen area that are actually on the other side is we decided to put a bench in, which not a lot of people do this because it takes up a lot of space, but we've been super happy with this. This is also where we eat. So this is a Lagoon table mount, and we just store our table behind the driver's seat, and we can put it on here and have a table where we sit side by side, or we can kind of move the table and you can kind of sit facing each other. So we actually eat outside a lot and eat other places, but when we have used a table, it's been great. So then our bench is also a great source of storage. Ben built these awesome kind of special secret cubbies just to create that much more storage and use that space. So those have been great for storing books and other things. And then if you take the cushions off, we have all of this storage in the bench. So we have a big box of shoes, some extra food, some extra clothes, our extra blankets, backpacking food, an Instant Pot, and a vacuum. So all of that stuff is in the bench. And then this is our sticker collection, which we're going to be adding to as we go different places. Travels with Kevin, if you guys are watching, you're on here. Okay, so moving up, I have to point out the only piece of artwork in our van besides our stickers is art by Joan Loffer. It's an original. Got a close-up for you. Thanks, Mom, for our piece of van artwork. And then I'll quickly show you our cabinets. So we have different cabinets, have different purposes. Obviously this is our pantry cabinet. We have like a tech cabinet, and then we have our clothes cabinet. So this is mine, that's Ben's. We weren't sure how we were gonna do our clothes, and we ended up deciding to do packing cubes, which have worked really well. We were maybe gonna do solid sided bins, and we're really glad that we did these because as you take clothes out of them, they compress and they're just really easy to use. So on the other side of the van, above the kitchen, we have what we call our command center here. We have a Sea Marine brand monitoring system. So it monitors our batteries, solar that's coming in, battery usage. Can also monitor things like water level in our tank with different monitoring systems. We don't have that one plugged in right now, but it can monitor all of your systems, which is really cool. And then this is the controller for our heater, which I'll just point out quickly that this is our gas-powered S-bar heater that lives under the passenger seat. We haven't had to use it yet because it's summer, but we will. And then we decided to put some hooks here. We weren't sure if we would like that, but we've really liked this for drying kitchen towels and drying just other clothes and stuff like that easily. And then we also have a ton of storage up in the headliner compartment. The Promaster has this compartment built in to most models. So we keep things like our window covers here, blankets and chairs and things that we use regularly or if not daily. So we've really loved having this compartment as well. Okay, now we will take you around to the back of the van, which we call our garage area, and it's where we have our utilities and a bunch of storage. Okay, so welcome to the garage. I'll point out here, this is our laundry room, if you will. We can reach this from inside the van, or we can reach it from outside the van. So that's been really nice. We also have a water heater that provides our outdoor shower. So we have curtains that we can put up to protect the van and then protect you from peeping eyes. And we've used our shower a couple times, and that's been really great. The attachments come from here. So you just pull the propane attachment over, pull the water attachment over, plug them in, plug in the shower head, and then you have a shower. Other utilities that we have back here, we have a 30-gallon water tank that's in here. We don't have an exterior fill. We just fill it from the inside with a hose. That's the blue cap if you can see it. And that we found that to be pretty easy. So we're happy with that. And then this guy here is our sealed propane box. We have a propane tank in here, and it's vented out the bottom, and it's totally sealed for safety. So we just get that refilled when we need more propane. We also have a bunch of storage back here, and I'm going to turn on the lights. We have some LED lights that provide us with great lighting at nighttime, and actually just in general because there's a lot of stuff back here. So we have this shelf we use for storing, that's like our little carpet that we roll out when we get to camp, our table, outside table. We have some backpacks in there and other stuff that we're not going to use super frequently. And then we also have, these are 2 of the 4 bins that we have in here that store all of the rest of our gear. So we have a backpacking one, we have a climbing one, we have kind of a general everything bin. We actually have a spreadsheet that tells you where everything is in the bins. So that's makes me really happy as an organized person. And then on this side, we have a collapsible ladder. We've really loved the ladder. It's helped us to check on the solar panels, check on the roof, just be able to do maintenance on top of the van, and it's super compact. We also have an outdoor 2-burner stove for cooking outside. And then over here, we have stored, we call this like the sharp things zone. So our ice axes and our hatchet or axe, small forest axe officially, are stored there. And then you can't see it, but we do have two cigarette lighter plugs in here for, we use them for charging phones and stuff, but also we'll have boot dryers that we'll use in the winter time that we can plug in there. All right, so also in our garage, we have a little bit more additional storage here. We have our leveling blocks here, Lynx levelers. We got this tip also from Travels with Kevin. Thanks, Jean and Caitlin. And some other, we keep like a jump starter back here, jumper cables, other tools, our jack. So it's kind of like the emergency zone in a sense. And then these little cabinets will open up, and this is our electrical system. So we have our 2 batteries, and then we have all the rest of it. The electrical is up here. And something that's actually really cool is because we used aluminum as our framing, we can easily take this whole shelf piece out if we ever needed to access anything in there to change fuses or fix anything that might be broken. So it looks like it's really hidden in there, but we can actually remove all of this with only a couple of screws. And this is a good vantage point for the back side of our bed. We have a 6-inch, it's actually an RV mattress, full size, that's treated us really well. We've been really happy with it. And underneath we have put, this is basically intended to kind of allow airflow underneath your mattress. So we put a layer of that under our mattress, and then you can see that we also have holes in our bed platform. We've seen other van life people have problems with mold under their mattresses, so trying to keep airflow. And then our bed platform is in 3 separate pieces. So it's like 1 piece here, 1 piece in the middle, 1 piece here. And so we can unscrew these from the top and lift them up. And that also gives us access to our electrical system, or really to anything in the garage from inside the van if we absolutely needed that. I think that's it in the garage area and the inside of the van. So now we're going to talk about the outside of the van and the roof. So on the outside of our van, some modifications that we did to the van. The first one was that we added a sliding window here. This was a blank door, and so we cut it out and put in a window that has a slider. We've loved that for ventilation. We also added a Rhino rack awning. We have 2 175 watt solar panels on top of the van, and then we have a max air fan. We decided to put ours in the back to kind of draw air from when we have the windows open. And then last but not least, on our roof, we have our recovery tracks up there, and we also added this roof rack. It's totally just custom made by us, made out of Unistrut, Ben says. All right, that's it for our van tour. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the road.